Casey here, and it's time for me to come clean about what's been going on with my new job. I alluded to it in a couple videos ago, but didn't really say much because I couldn't really say much, and I don't really know even how to go about this. My boss is not big on social media or YouTube or anything like that, so I'm not going to be able to to do a very candid look into the business, but I definitely will be able to show parts. And today is a day where I'm just in the restaurant. Well, I'm not in the restaurant right now because I got to run to get parts to make this coffee maker work. I got to go pick up a new iPad because this one's busted. We got to get a replacement, but we're opening in like 2 weeks, so we have to have an iPad now, and we can't worry about all the exchange and warranty stuff. So just going to get another iPad. So here's what the deal is. This is a new concept my boss brought me on, that it's his vision, his creation, his idea, and it's called Bowl Bar. One word, Bowl Bar. Hard to say with my southern accent, but it is basically, it's a healthy, fast casual concept. Everything's created in bowls. Everything's very nutritious, very, very fresh, but you can get it very fast. It's caught on in some other places like Freshie when we took that video down to Orlando, and especially big cities. It's much more popular in hipper, more modern areas. But we're opening the first one here in the Villages. Now, truth be told, the Villages is not necessarily the target market for this kind of restaurant. We have the sights set on, taking over places farther from here, like Ocala, Gainesville, Winter Garden, Winter Park, downtown St. Petersburg, and we want to end up with a bunch of restaurants where you can get just good, nutritious food fast, and that's the idea. My boss's vision was basically he didn't have anywhere that he could eat that he really liked and felt good about eating there and the quality of the food, so he made his own. And he's an extremely talented chef and a very talented businessman, so it should be awesome. So I'm going to do a little bit of shopping and get some of the stuff I need to go back to the restaurant and start working on projects. And I'll give you a tour around the restaurant and show you some of the projects that I'm working on there. Okay, so new identical iPad. Actually only came out to 300 bucks. Pretty good deal, and a lot less headache than waiting for the warranty exchange through Revel. Now I'm at Home Depot and I have to make a 1/4-inch flare fitting on the coffee pot, fit to a standard kind of water connection for a sink or something like that. This should be fun. Welcome to Bowl Bar. Alright, so this is Bowl Bar. Let me give you a quick tour. Front door, of course. We have our menus all laid out here because we are working on the system in which we are going to attach them to the walls. We're going to have drink signs up there. The main board with all the food items there. There'll be 2 small ones left and right of it. So there are currently 38 seats indoors. There are going to be 14 outside for a total of 52 seats. This is a fast casual concept. So like a McDonald's is a quick serve. This is a fast casual, kind of like a Chipotle or Panera, something of that effect. Place the order here, the food is brought over there, and you come pick it up. And it's kind of a seat yourself sort of thing, and we clean off the tables. So the whole concept of Bowl Bar is healthy, nutritious food that you can get fast. I mean, look at some of these items. Tuna poke bowl, that sounds awesome. This roasted vegetable noodle bowl. Tuna niçoise. Who doesn't love tuna niçoise? Great soups. Very exciting stuff. Fresh fountain drinks that we make ourselves. So now let's get a little more into the nuts and bolts of what's going on. All of these cabinets, they're all modular, self-contained cabinets with the metal tops. We chose and arranged them this way. Got Revel POS stations, which I'm working on. I had to get the new iPad because that one broke. We'll get that one exchanged with Revel, but we gotta get this place running at first. This is a refrigeration unit for dispensing beverages. 5-gallon containers sit on top and you're able to dispense below. Very cool, very expensive though. Here's a coffee pot that I gotta get hooked up. I've got a ice maker water supply connector. I've gotta try and make that work and talk together nice. So now in the back, yeah, here's the back. So there'll be like 2 different stations for preparing food here and there. Different bowls will come out of each. Panini press for searing tuna. This oven's gonna get a workout, doing everything from cookies and chicken and you name it. Mixer, decent little steam kettle that will be down there once we're done. A sink we still have to finish and hook up. Triple sink's already set up and working. For the idea of this being a little restaurant that you can put in small places like, you know, downtown St. Petersburg or airports or something like that. There's a lot going on here, but this is the flagship store. It's the main one, and probably a lot of the recipes and things will come out of here, and then we'll distribute to restaurants in the future. Because probably future locations won't be as large as this one. Brand new cooler that we put together. We put most of it together, and the guys that came and hooked up the refrigeration and electrical finished it for us. What a pain. Office area, yeah, good stuff. Bathrooms. Yeah, so this is it. This is the project. This is what is absorbing all of my time. We are currently set to open on the 10th. There's a lot of hiring, a lot of figuring out systems, and a lot of figuring out how to train people before we can even do that. But so far, it's going really well, and it's awesome. It's like a Lego kit, but it's a restaurant. So what's not to love? You know? Very cool. So I better get back to work. So just spent the last hour and a half with Revel and got the new iPad up and running, good to go. There's all kind of network issues, but not really. What happened is there was like a power surge. Lights were flickering, so it killed one of the boxes under there, which handles the network capabilities for Revel. Once we got all that sorted out, and I had to create an Apple ID. I don't have an Apple ID because I'm an Android guy, but everything is running, everything is talking to each other there. That's good. Did some test prints and, you know, rock and roll. Things are printing back to the kitchen. We still have to get another printer in that's gonna plug into that Cat 5 spot there. But we got Expo printer, the kitchen, that's kitchen 1. This will be kitchen 2, I guess. Doesn't really matter, but they need to all talk to each other. So now I've been fumbling with this ice maker supply line kit to hook up the water supply to this coffee pot. Not because we're going to sell that much coffee, but we want coffee. So I wasn't even able to use the stuff that it came with. I bought extra fittings, thank goodness, and flaring tools. So now I have this all, just got it flared, hooked up, and now I'm going to turn the power or the water supply on to fill the tank before I turn the power on to the coffee pot. But really I'm doing this in case it shoots water everywhere. I kind of want it on video, so let's see what happens. Damn! So, I gotta retry that fitting now. Okay, take 2. I really tightened the crap out of it. It is a compression fitting on a flared copper pipe, so tighten the crap out of it. Let's see what happens now. Okay. Another thing off the checklist. Okay, well, I don't actually have coffee, but I can test brew some water, I guess. God, I just know it's gonna explode. Per the instructions, you must fill the tank with water prior to trying to do anything, and just hooking it up to the water supply does not actually fill the tank with water. So I have to do 3 pitchers like this with 2 minutes in between pitchers. Number 2. And it must be full because it started to overflow. So let's give it a test brew. All right. The moment of truth. So now I have to take the coffee pot apart in order to set it for the correct length of time for it to brew coffee, because it keeps overflowing the pot. And now a test brew. So now another little silly thing in this endless list of silly things to get this place running. The logo isn't printing correctly on the receipts, and I have a feeling it's because the yellow just isn't showing up that well. I don't know. And even the red, those words would be red, and that's not showing up that well too. So I gotta upload this into my graphics manipulation program and do it in a kind of monochrome theme. And then upload that onto the back of the house for the Revel POS software and hope that it prints correctly on the receipts. Okay, so all edited. Got the PNG file. That's what it looked like originally. Oh, crappy. Then it looked like this second, but I didn't like the spacing top to bottom, so I went back in a 3rd time. Good to go. Alrighty. Right, that is it for today. Time to go home, relax a little bit, prepare for tomorrow, do it all over again. But a lot accomplished today. Good day. But it's funny how many small, little piddly, nagging things there are that go into making a restaurant work. Any business for that matter. But everything that's involved in setting it up and functioning and operating really makes you appreciate when a restaurant is up and running smoothly and everything's just, you know, ticking like clockwork.